And that typically means trouble for anyone who tangles with the Boise State Broncos. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got the quick pass. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took the steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to go up top. Getting some heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he was just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Off the play fake. This time he's got his man. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
Now on second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Coming after him. The completion well past the sticks. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 72 yards, and the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers.
Listen, we all want to get to the quarterback and get sacks, but when you realize the quarterback's going to throw the football right away, you just try to get your hands in the air, get a deflection, make him throw around you. Great job by the defensive end.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that, too, because it's obvious that...
Oh, he wants it all. And the pass hits, picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That keeps the running game churning. Pick up a 5 to the 23. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Out of the shotgun on third down. Makes the grab over the middle. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Gorilla. Easy.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Still looking, on the move. Unleashes one. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. Fourth down, long yardage situation on your own territory. and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised, you definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
Alabama pushing the tempo. To the air, it's Milroe. He'll pull it down and run. Keeps it and gets the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Alabama.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Alabama! Up and over, Yamo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. Splits the uprights. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Surely they're going to kick this thing away. Tied in the second quarter, they're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. And the incompletion brings up a second down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Timber.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Quickly complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He wants to throw it again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Broncos!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense, man. Late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. He lets it fly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's inside the 40. He's at the 30. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Wants to fire on second down. That's caught. It's Genty. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. Timing could not have been better. They get the completion on third down, setting up first and goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The Broncos moving quickly to the line. On second and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. They'll immediately call timeout. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Makes the grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Boise State. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat and you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The give to the back. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Looking to the big tight end. Got him, and nobody's close. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep down the right side. He can haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. And the Broncos will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out.
Nothing. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense jumps on him. Turnover.
And, man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He didn't. Defense took advantage of it.
So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping. Put it out in front of me. I'm getting this first down.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll throw it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it on the left. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be run, run, more run, and you've seen over the years they've opened it up, the playbook, and they've brought in dudes. They've had some guys that can fly. They've had receivers winning Heisman trophies, like so many game breakers on the outside that make big plays in this offense.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using the quick game. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. The run from the shotgun. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt, first half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Now improvising. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. They want to try to pull even right now as they're going for the onside kick here in the third. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive there.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points, now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
13. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rolls onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Floating away. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 28, Alabama 13.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Dances away to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big 1st down. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down. Offense lining up quickly. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business. 1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. From his end zone, he'll go up top. He tries to take the top off. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Backs against the wall. He'll let it fly again. He's got him this time. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around, and maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Long way to go for this offense. 1st and 10 from their own 12. He wants to throw. Looking left. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Touchdown time! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
Points for the defense.
Play the analytics here and you go for 2. They'll run it. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push, and ball security, David. That's a premium.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to beat the D deep. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the fourth quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this. He wants to go deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by 7 possessions, eat clock, get out of here with a W.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Black 24. Black 24. Lizzie.
Looking to throw on second down. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Third and goal coming up here.
Here we go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Easy.
Trying to surge it in. This time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the 2-point conversion, but was denied. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Line gets set, first down. He's gonna pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? but certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to two very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on, keep working on them, keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistently.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of